This video will show you what to do if your printer does not pick up or feed paper from the input tray, or an out-of-paper message displays on your computer or your printer when you do have paper loaded. Sometimes the problem can be fixed just by doing a reset. First, make sure the printer is on. If it is off, press the power button to turn the printer on. Next, turn to the back of the printer. Without turning the power off, remove the power cord from the back. Wait 30 seconds. It is important to wait the full 30 seconds for this type of reset. Reconnect the power cord. If the printer does not turn on automatically, turn back to the front and press the power button to turn it on. Try printing a self-test page. On the printer control panel, touch the Setup button, which looks like a wrench. Touch Print Report from the menu. Touch Self-Test Report from the menu to print the self-test report. If the test page prints successfully, the issue is resolved. If the test page does not print, go on to the next step. Often, the condition of the paper you're using can cause paper not to be fed correctly. Remove the paper from the input tray. If a second paper tray is installed, remove all paper from there as well. Remove any damaged paper you find. Make sure there are at least 10 sheets of plain white paper, but no more than 25 sheets of paper in the paper stack. The printer can hold more sheets of paper, but this number of pages is best for testing. Make sure all the paper is the same size and type. Then, tap it on a flat surface to get the edges perfectly aligned. Finally, load the paper back into both trays and adjust the guides so they're snug against the stack. Try to print a self-test page again. On the printer control panel, touch the Setup button, which looks like a wrench. Touch Print Report from the menu. Touch Self-Test Report from the menu to print the self-test report. If the test page prints successfully, the issue is resolved. If the test page does not print, go on to the next step. Next, we'll make sure the paper settings in the print driver match the settings for the paper you're trying to use. On your computer, open a document in the program you're printing from. Click File, click Print, click Properties. When the Properties box opens, click the Features tab. Find the Paper Type drop-down menu and choose the appropriate paper type. Find the Paper Sizes drop-down menu and choose the appropriate paper size. Click OK. Click OK again to print the document. The issue is resolved. If the document does not print, go on to the next step. Printer rollers get dirty from paper dust, ink, and oil from your fingers. In this step, we'll clean them. Before you begin, gather the following cleaning materials: clean, lint-free cloth, clean cotton swabs, clean water to dampen the cloth. Distilled or bottled water is preferable, but not required. Do not use alcohol or other chemical cleaners. Press the power button to turn off the printer. Turn to the back. Unplug the power cord. Push in the two buttons on the side of the duplexer and remove it from the printer. Clean the rollers visible in the printer with a clean, lint-free cloth lightly moistened with water. The cloth should be damp, but not soaking wet. Use your finger to turn the rollers toward the printer. Make sure you remove any buildup or debris from the entire surface of the roller. Look for the paper pick rollers farther inside the rear of the printer. Clean the rollers with a moistened cotton swab, removing any buildup or debris. These rollers are difficult to reach, but they are the most important to clean. If these rollers inside the printer are not cleaned, this problem will continue because these are the rollers that feed paper into the printer. While the duplexer is off, check the rollers. Note if any rollers are missing, don't roll freely, or are not springy when you push on them. These conditions could prevent the rollers from feeding properly and mean the duplexer needs to be replaced. Reinsert the duplexer back into the printer. Plug the power cord back in.
Go back to the front. Turn the printer on.
Load paper into the input tray and adjust the guides so they're snug against the stack. Try to print a self-test page again. On the printer control panel, touch the Setup button. Touch Print Report from the menu. Touch Self-Test Report from the menu to print the self-test report. If the test page prints successfully, the issue is resolved. If the test page does not print, go on to the next step. If you've tried everything described in this video and you still have a problem, your printer likely needs some type of service. Contact HP to find out what the support options are for your printer. Your options for service may vary depending on how long you've owned it and what country you live in.